we are going to discuss three types graphs here now. First, basically I discuss three types. The first one is the graph between the Fahrenheit is taken on y-axis, Celsius is on x-axis. This is one graph I want to discuss. Next graph I want to discuss taking that Celsius on y-axis and Fahrenheit on x-axis. Like that I want to discuss the graph. And one more graph I want to discuss is about that is Kelvin and centigrade. Kelvin and centigrade. So I want to discuss basically these three graphs I want to discuss first. So I have taken here Fahrenheit I have taken on y-axis, centigrade on x-axis. This is the first one. Second one, centigrade on y-axis, Fahrenheit on x-axis. Third one, Kelvin on y-axis, centigrade on x-axis. So these three graphs we are going to discuss now. Let us observe carefully here. What's the phenomena happening here means generally before entering into this graph work, I want to give the information that the straight line graph. Whenever you are discussing about straight line graph, the straight line graph equation is y equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of straight line. So whenever y and x the terms are there, y axis, y is directly proportional to x relation is there. Not exactly directly proportional here. We don't have square or cube or simply y is equal to something into x. Something into x or simply y is equal to x. Anything. Y is equal to x or y equal to 2x or y equal to 2x plus 3 or y equal to 2x minus 3 or y equal to minus 2x plus 3. Whatever the form it may be. This all the things comes under straight line equation. So let us observe now. So okay, this is about straight line equations we told, and let us see the straight line equation is y equal to mx plus c. Now the term what is m? M is called slope of yx graph. M is called slope of yx graph. The slope is nothing but m is equal to, I can write slope is nothing but tan theta. Slope is nothing but tan theta. It is the angle made by the theta means generally will suppose you have taken the graph like this is a straight line graph. The angle which it makes with x axis, this is theta. So tan theta, m is equal to slope is equal to tan theta. That means tan theta means here what is theta? Angle made by the graph drawn in y and x graph. What were the graph we have drawn? This yellow line indicates the graph that is making an angle theta with x axis. This gives the slope. Fine. Now what is about C? C is called as Y-intercept. C is called as Y-intercept. Sir, what do you mean by Y-intercept? Y-intercept. So we have to discuss this y-intercept means let me take a fresh page here. Suppose the graph we can take like these equations like y equal to mx or y equal to mx minus c and y is equal to mx plus c, like that I will take. So y equal to mx plus c means c is y-intercept. It is a positive. Before that what sign is there? Positive. That means we have to draw the graph touching the point on y-axis. The point where it touches the y-axis, that is called as y-intercept. It is a plus c. Here you observe. It is minus c because this is the origin. This is the origin here. So it's a minus c means the graph has to be drawn from somewhere on negative y-axis. Somewhere you have to collect the point on negative y-axis. Here we collected the point on positive y-axis because it's a plus c, and here it is minus c. We made it as the graph will touch the y-axis. That point where it touches the y-axis, it is called as y-intercept. Here it is touching at negative y-axis. Here it is touching at positive y-axis. That's why we wrote here plus c and why we wrote here minus c. So there are no y-intercept only. Simply they have written y equal to mx plus c and they didn't give any value here. That means it's nothing but 0. That means there is no y-intercept. No y-intercept means there's nothing but the graph going along the origin, passing through the origin. The graph is passing through the origin. So it is called as a y-intercept, is passing through the origin. So simply y equal to mx is given. We have to say it's a passing through the origin, and you have to draw like that. And y equal to mx plus c is there. Plus c means from positive y axis draw the graph. And if it is negative y axis, we are drawing means that is nothing but here given as minus c. We are drawing from negative y axis. And from this is from origin. When we have to draw from origin? Yes, when simply y equal to mx without any y-intercept, that means y-intercept value 0. 0 means origin point. We have to draw the graph passing through the origin. Like that, we have to decide. So just keep this information for right now. I'm not discussing the total graphs here, just a basic information about straight line graphs I want to discuss, and I made it here. I hope you are clear till here. So this is a straight line graph. Just remember this information, that's all, not more than that. Okay. And now let me leave these things and let us go back here. What is my target is here actually. I want to draw the graph between Fahrenheit and Celsius scale. First, let me select this one, Fahrenheit and Celsius scale, the first one. Let me name it as a 1, first graph, and this one as second graph, and this one as third graph. Let me select the first one now. That's a Fahrenheit and Celsius. Let me check it out that. Fahrenheit and Celsius, I want to draw the graph. First of all, what's the relation between the first one? That means I want to take the first graph now. That's between Fahrenheit and Celsius, I told. Relation between them, C minus 100 minus 0 is equal to F minus 32 by 212 minus 32. And I told no need of all this stuff is not required. Simply I can write in the denominator as a 5 here, and no need to write minus 0. Minus 0 is not considered, and here 9. Now my first target is, I told you that I'm going to discuss about the graph between the Fahrenheit and Celsius. So let me take Fahrenheit on y-axis. So now I can write 9c by 5 plus 32 is equal to F. From the above expression I can write like this. Just I cross multiplied 9, I send other side. If I send 9 other side, what will happen? 9c by 5 F minus 32, I can write like that. Now where is F is taken on y-axis? Where is C is taken? Let me write again, otherwise let me write these points again. So YF is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So F is taken on y-axis. Now my target is taking F on y-axis and C is taken on x-axis. Then the straight line equation I can write now it as y is equal to mx plus c. Fine, y equal to mx plus c, m is equal to 9 by 5. C is equal to 32. M is slope. Slope is tan theta 9 by 5. Let me write that one. M is equal to slope is equal to tan theta is equal to 9 by 5. Fine. So from this information, I know that M is called as slope. Slope is equal to tan theta is equal to 9 by 5. And what about C means? Here observe C, 32. 32, this is called as Y-intercept. And now I am writing the C as Y-intercept. C as Y-intercept. I hope you are clear till here. So Y-intercept value is how much I got? 32. Let us draw the graph now. Let us draw the graph. So now it is having y-intercept is plus 32. Observe carefully, this is plus 32. Plus 32 means I told you that we have to start from positive y-axis. Here on y-axis I am taking the Fahrenheit, and on x-axis I am taking the centigrade. Now we have to take y-intercept plus 32 means that is on positive y-axis. That is, this is the plus 32 point. And from here I have to draw the graph. That is, I can write, because on Fahrenheit scale, because on y-axis I am taking Fahrenheit scale, let me write more precise, 32 degree Fahrenheit, 32 degree Fahrenheit. And the now graph, how the graph will get here, how the graph we are going to get, let us check it out. It has to pass through the origin, that means the pass through the 32 degree Fahrenheit, that means the graph is like this. Straight line graph, we have to get a straight line graph. So we can extend like this also, and this point let me call it as some x-intercept. This point let me call it as x-intercept. Yes, the graph where it touches the point on y-axis, we are calling it as y-intercept, means the graph where it touches on x-axis, it must be called as x-intercept. It must be called as x-intercept. So this point is x-intercept. So what is the value of x-intercept? What is the value of x-intercept? On x-axis what we are taking centigrade, on y-axis Fahrenheit, where it touches the y point, that is called 32 degree Fahrenheit. And okay, I will see about x-intercept little later. And first of all, observe the point m. M is slope. Slope is tan theta. Slope means nothing but the angle made by x-axis with the graph. Angle made by x-axis with the graph, this theta. Here also we can write theta. So here m is equal to, now slope is tan theta, not simply theta. You have to write it as tan theta. Tan theta is 9/5. So this is the theta, so that the tan theta is nothing but 9/5. I can write like that. 9/5 I can write like that. And now my target is, what is this x-intercept? What is this x-intercept? Let me discuss about x-intercept in clear. So what I want to discuss, x-intercept means the point on x-axis. X-intercept is nothing but where the graph touches the point on x-axis. Remember, any point on x-axis, the y term must be 0. The y term must be 0 on any point on x-axis. Any point on x-axis, y term must be 0. What is y term here? Here y term, for according to our graph, now what we selected, the graph what we selected is Fahrenheit is taken on y-axis and centigrade is taken on x-axis. From here what should I write? Means f is on y-axis, centigrade on x-axis, means what should I write? Yes, here f term, y term is f is 0. F is 0. But what is f value? Already I told you that f is equal to 9/5 c plus 32. This is the f value, 9/9 c by 5 plus 32. Let me take that one now. Let me take that one now. As f is equal to 9 c by 5 plus 32. And on x-intercept means, this f value I am putting it as 0. 0 is equal to 9 c by 5 plus 32. If you simplify here, c is equal to, you will get it as minus 17.78. Minus 17.78. That means minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. On x-intercept, the value is minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. Degrees centigrade. Why you are taking degrees centigrade, sir? Because observe the graph. Observe the graph. On x-axis what we are taking? Yes, on x-axis we are taking c. And now we got this value as minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. This is the value what I noticed here. I hope you are clear now with the Fahrenheit and centigrade graph how to write. So this is the Fahrenheit and centigrade graph. Fahrenheit is taken y-axis, centigrade is taken on x-axis. We can plot the graph in this way. So first step what we did here, let us check it out. Here I am taking that is a centigrade and Fahrenheit relation, and I got this expression. Here I compared, because Fahrenheit is taken y-axis, centigrade on x-axis. I wrote y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. Compared, m is tan theta is 9/5. C is y-intercept is called as 32. Like that I have taken. Then after that what I did here, I have taken the graph here. M equal to slope is tan theta 9/5. Y-intercept 32. Y-intercept means the point where it touches on y-axis. The point where it touches on y-axis. I plot the graph like this. It touches on y-axis. I plotted means I got here x-intercept as minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. So finally after this one, how you got minus 17.78 means that is nothing but x-intercept means y term is 0. So x-intercept and y-intercept, you can observe x-intercept is minus 17.78. Y-intercept is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Like that we can draw the graph. Like that we can draw the graph here. And more I can do one more thing here, that is when I am drawing here Fahrenheit and Celsius graph. Fahrenheit I have taken here, centigrade on here. So what I am doing here is, let us observe here, I have taken y-intercept like this, and I told that value is nothing but, what is that value? 32. Y-intercept is 32 degree Fahrenheit, and this one I wrote it as minus 17.78 degrees centigrade, minus 17.78 degrees centigrade, and this angle is theta, and slope is equal to, I wrote it as, slope is equal to, what is the slope? Yes, 9/5. Everything is fine. Now this value is 0 degrees centigrade, 0. and this will be the maximum, that means the maximum limit what we call it as 100 degrees centigrade. So at 100 degrees centigrade, what is the Fahrenheit? Fahrenheit for 100 degrees centigrade corresponds to what? Already we know upper fixed point of Fahrenheit and lower fixed points. This is a 212 degree Fahrenheit. 212 degree Fahrenheit is upper fixed point. Now you can observe this is upper fixed 212 degree Fahrenheit, upper fixed point 32 degree Fahrenheit, lower fixed point. Lower fixed point. Lower fixed point is Y-intercept. Here 100 degrees centigrade, upper fixed point, 0 degrees centigrade. If you take, that is lower fixed point in centigrade scale. Like that, we discuss this one, melting point and boiling point. Like that, we can take and we can discuss the topic here. I hope you are clear with this scale now. Let us see, we discussed about centigrade and Fahrenheit scale now. Fahrenheit on y-axis, centigrade on x-axis. Suppose we have taken reverse, centigrade on y-axis and Fahrenheit on x-axis. Then what will happen? Centigrade on y-axis and Fahrenheit on x-axis. Let me write the equation here. C is equal to 5f by 9 minus 5 into 32, 1, that is what we will get, 160 by 9, that is nothing but minus 17.78. So now just I did nothing here, 5 I took that side, 5 into f minus 32 by 9. If I simplify, I can write C f by 9 minus 17.78. Let me change the terms here, let me change the terms. That is what I have to write here is simple changing the terms here. What are the terms? Here I have taken C, here I have got a slope as 5 by 9, here this is f and this is the sign minus sign 17.78 minus 17.78. So now by taking this data, just taking this data, so m is equal to slope is equal to tan theta we got it as 5 by 9, 5 by 9. And y-intercept we got negative value, that is minus 17.78, minus 17.78 degrees centigrade, we can call it as degrees centigrade. Let us check the graph now. So we have to change the graph here. Let me change and you can observe the changes here. Be clear about these changes. What I am doing, very simple. If you observe the previous one is a very simple now. Now y-intercept negative means the graph has to be drawn from taking the point on negative y-axis. That is nothing but here minus 17.78 degrees centigrade, minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. On y-axis, we are taking centigrade scale now and Fahrenheit scale on x-axis. Now the question is, what is this x-intercept? What is this x-intercept? This angle slope is equal to, I can write slope is equal to 5 by 9. And what is the tan theta means 5 by 9. Well, now question is, what is x-intercept? Previously x-intercept means I told y term is 0. Now also we'll apply the same thing here. X-intercept is y term is 0, but here y term is centigrade, not Fahrenheit. Y term is centigrade. So y term is centigrade and my equation is also changed actually here. My equation is now C is equal to, what's my equation? C is equal to 5 by 9 f minus 17.78 like that I have taken here. So substituting here C value as 0, C value as 0 is equal to 5 by 9 f minus 17.78, and if you simplify, I will get the C value as simply, I am getting it as C is nothing, what is the here f value, not C value, here f value I am getting it as 32. F value I got as 32 here, 32. That means, what do you mean by that? The x-intercept, not this graph here, x-intercept is 32 degree Fahrenheit, 32 degree Fahrenheit. I hope you are clear with this graph now, 32 degree Fahrenheit. How to draw this graph? I think you are clear now, drawing the graph between centigrade on y-axis and Fahrenheit on x-axis. In this graph, the y-intercept is minus 17.78 degrees centigrade, x-intercept is 32 degree Fahrenheit, and slope is 5 by 9. Slope is 5 by 9. I think it's clear. Now, let us see the next graph. I told that today we are going to discuss three graphs actually. Just now we discussed only two. That's the first one, Fahrenheit on y-axis, centigrade on x-axis. Next, centigrade on y-axis and Fahrenheit on x-axis. So now I think you are also clear with centigrade on Fahrenheit graph means centigrade on y-axis graph. How to make means by taking the relation, I made the equation and I got a y-intercept minus and m value as 5/9 and I did the work like that. And finally, I got the graph like this, taking x-intercept 32 degree Fahrenheit and y-intercept minus 17.78 degrees centigrade. This is the x-intercept information also. I think you are clear with this one now. Fine. Let us see the next one. They are asking to draw the graph between Kelvin and centigrades. Very easy, just 2 minutes work it is, Kelvin and centigrade. Because the relation here is C minus 0 by 100 minus 0 is equal to K minus 273.15 by, this is the third graph which we are going to discuss, that is 373.15 minus 273.15. Why to write all those things? Simply I can write C by 100 is equal to K minus 273.15 by 100. 100 will be cancelled because here this is also 100, this is also 100, cancel. So now I can write K is equal to C plus 273.15. Straightforward equation, K equal to C plus 273.15. What is K? It's taken on y-axis. What is C? It is taken on x-axis. What is this one? 2, that is what is there in front of C now. Let me write in front of C is 1 is there. Nothing is there means I can put it as 1. So M is equal to 1. M is equal to 1 plus this is a C. C is nothing but 273.15. Actually, the problem here is just we noticed the K is equal to C plus 273.15. I noticed, and here K is taken on y-axis. This is called as x y-intercept. We know that y equal to actual formula mx plus c. So x-axis you are taking c, everything is fine. So m value simply as the nothing is there here, I can write 1 into c, and m is equal to, slope is equal to, tan theta is equal to 1. That is nothing but tan theta 1 means I can write theta is 45 degree. Theta is 45 degree. So theta is 45 degree in this graph. You have to notice that theta is 45 degree in this graph. Now, what is y-intercept? Y-intercept is plus 273.15. Y-intercept is nothing but plus 273.15 and it is taken on y-axis. So I have to write Kelvin. So the graph which you have to plot here, that has to pass through the plus 273.15 straight line means like this. Let me take a fresh page and write this graph here. So observe carefully now. I'm drawing the graph for what? K on y-axis and C on x-axis, and I notice y-intercept is nothing but minus 273 point, not minus, it is a plus 273.15 Kelvin. So we selected the point on y-axis, positive y-axis, and we brought the graph like that. So let us extend the back. Let us extend the back, that graph now like this. Let me extend the back, and the where it touches the point here, I have to notice that point where it is touching, that one, that is called as x-intercept. That's called as x-intercept. And just now I treated that here I got the value of theta, and theta is nothing but 45 degree. Just now I noted, because slope is nothing but 1. Slope is equal to 1 means theta is 45 degree. So this is the graph we can draw here. What is x-intercept means? What is x-intercept? Whenever I told you that whenever you have to discuss x-intercept, simply what should I do? Y term is 0. That means I just noted as K is equal to C plus 273.15 and Y term is 0 for, because x-intercept means x-intercept, I want to say the Y term is 0. What is Y term? K. K value put 0. Then 0 is equal to C plus 273.15 means I can notice that C is equal to minus 273.15. So here the x-intercept in the graph, is nothing but minus 273.15. What quantity we are taking on x-intercept? Centigrade. So let me write it as C. I hope you are clear with this graph now. So we discussed this one also. What we did here, simply first I have taken the relation, that is a K is equal to C plus 273.15. There's a relation between Kelvin and centigrade, and finally by taking the Kelvin and centigrade, I plotted this graph. I plotted this graph here. I hope you are clear how we got this one. Any doubts still here for any student, you can ask. So I think these things are clear now, and this is the information about the graphs. We discussed the three types of graphs in today's class. That's the first one, Fahrenheit centigrade, second one Celsius Kelvin, third one Kelvin and centigrade, Kelvin and centigrade. I hope you are clear with these graphs information what we discussed in today's class.